This is a short video of the GBPAUD. So I'm just going to do this short clip just to show you my thought process. So this is the weekly time frame, right? Now on the weekly time frame, you see this bearish candle. Sorry for all that. Let me annotate this. See this bearish candle, right? See this candle. Once we got, this is how I just do it. So once we got this bullish candle here, see this bullish candle that came and broke. You see this supposed what's it called, key level, this open close key level. See how this weekly candle came and broke it, and just broke it and closed above that key level. What does that tell you? For me, it tells me that price is about to go up, right? Now that is just candle base, candle base. Now I've gotten um just like a signal that price wants to go up, right? So I switched to my 4 hours. This is where the candle stopped. This is where the candle closed, right here. Target 2. That's where the candle closed, right? I'll go to my 4 hours. So at this point the candle has closed, right? Now we don't actually know what to do. We are still watching price. We come to 4 hours and we just watch what is going to play out. We know it is now bullish, but at least we are going to get a retracement before the continuation of the buy, right? Now what happened? Price started coming down. Sorry. Price came, tagged here, came down, failed to break, gave us this before it now broke. Understand? So we can get an entry here, just here, to sell and close below this low, right? So price did this. If we sold, we would have just closed here because we don't know where price is going to get to. So we just sell to this point and rest. That's on the 4 hours. I'm just using the 4 hours. If you want to sell, you have to go down to 1 hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and know how to enter, right? And sell to this point. Let me see target 1. Now, since we sold, price did this and reacted from here with this week. You understand? When price reacted and broke this high here and broke this high, now that is when we are now going to what's going on, right? Because we know we want to buy. What's going on? We'll now look where price is reacting from. Price actually reacting from this breaker block. You understand? This is a breaker block right here. This is a breaker block. Price is actually reacting from that breaker block, but it's also a key level, right, on the 4-hour time frame. So when price reacted on that breaker block or the key level and give us a structural break, which is this H4 break here that we got. Now once we got that structural break, next thing we need to do is to switch down to the 2 hours or 1 hour time frame, depending on what you are looking for. Now I'm coming to that part. Just follow up. Now once price give us 4 hours break, we switch down to 2 hours. Yet we are still watching, right? We are still watching to see what price will do. That's what we are watching now. On the 2 hours, we saw how price came here, reacted. This is the low of that key level. Price did not go past the low. Price reacted on that key level and give us, I call it a candle break, right? This is the point where price reacted. It did some reaction and give us that break there. Now watch this break. That's how I trade. Every break, every candle break calls for instant execution. That's why how I entered from here, from the one what's it called, 1 week time frame. After I got that break from the 1 week time frame, I had to switch down to instant execution, right? After I got that break, I have to come down so that I can continue the buys. So the same thing here, when we got the break on the 2 hours, when we got that sweep on the 2 hours, when we got that break, candle break, we are just going to come down to 1 hour or 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Now in this case, I'm using 45 minutes. Now this is where we are going to enter now. This is where we are going to enter. See how the candle broke. If you look at 45 minutes, you now see that we got a good break of structure here on that candle, right? So this thing I'm teaching you, I learned it on my own. Understand? I actually learned it on my own. So now 45, we move to, we were not seeing anything, so I had to move to 15 minutes. So 15 minutes was where we entered. You check out the 45 minutes, you can still see that, okay, fine. Even if we use the 45 minutes as our key level, you see there was a liquidity sweep before the key level, right? There was a liquidity sweep before the key level. This is liquidity, this is the 45 minutes key level, right? So even if we can still narrow it down to the 2 hours, and this is our lowest point of our key level. Surprising, did not. So when we got to this sweep and all that and that break, we got that break, we had to now switch to 15 minutes, right? We switched to 15 minutes, and this is what happened. Now we are going to read what the market is doing. On the 15 minutes, we saw that the 15 minutes key level was, this is 15 minutes low, key level was, we just want to read the market, right? Key level was respected, and we got a 15 minutes breakout, right? And there was a 15 minutes key level, 15 minutes breakout. Now, if you look very well, there was a liquidity that was swept. There was a liquidity that was swept. So, if you see here, this is the liquidity that was swept. We have a sweep of liquidity before the key level was taken. So, our entry is now going to be on that key level. That's what's it called, Quasimodo level on 15 minutes. So, we are now going to, this is the first entry, right? Our low is going to be this low, just to be safe. Normally it's supposed to be here, but I'll just extend it to this place just to be safe, right? This overall low. Now this is what happened. Price tapped, and our target will be, where was price coming from? That's the question we ask ourselves. Where's price coming from? This high, right? It's coming from, that's where we target them. We need 116 around. Okay, now once we got that, we are going to go to our 4 hours. We are not going to weekly anymore. Go to 4 hours now and observe, okay, after price broke that high, what happened? If you're able to read market like this, then things might be very simple for you. So once we broke that high, we are coming to 4 hours again to watch, because we just got a break of a major high, right? We're going to come to 4 hours and also try to understand the market, what happened. This is the first 4 hour break, this is the second 4 hour break, now this is the fourth 4 hour break. But look at what happened after this was this break, this 4 hour break here. You see there was a liquidity sweep here before price tapped, before price tapped into this 4 hour key level, and started buying up before we got that break. So this point should be, we have to look for a Quasimodo around this place, because that's where price, if price is going to come down, say our price bought to this up here, and as price is coming down, that is where price is going to react from, at that Quasimodo level in our 2 hours. So we are going to switch to 2 hours. Normally on the 2 hours we are going to mark that Quasimodo level. It's what's it called, it's a key level that we expect price to react from, right? So when we mark out that key level, that Quasimodo key level, same thing, we watch, wait for price, we just wait for reaction, right? That's what we wait for. So price tapped now key level. Remember, key level will respect, then key level will break on the same time frame, right? So when key level respected, see how the 2 hour candle, 2 hour this thing was broken. After the 2 hour key level was respected, we broke the 2 hour high. Once we got that break of high, we moved to either 45 minutes or 15 minutes, as the case may be. So we'll be watching the market to see what will happen. So when we got that break, right? Once we got that break, we are now watching what price will do. That's what we are now watching. So as we are watching, we got what, um, we got the first 45 minutes break of structure, yeah, and we're hoping for this level, right, to hold for the 45 minutes. But it didn't hold because it gave us another break. Normally you're supposed to use this break, but there was no structural level coming down from this point, right? There was no structural level. So since there is no structural level here, it's going to create its own, double break of structure. If we had a very clear structural point here, you understand, then as we got this reaction, price was supposed to clear this high and this high to validate our entry point here. But since there was no structural level coming down, we are going to wait for price to create its own, to form its own structural level, to break, the high twice, with a good liquidity for us to work with. So when price gave us the first break, we were still watching, right? This was the first break. So this was the first break of structure. This was the second break of structure. So second break of structure. Now this is now our key level. I mean our liquidity point. So where do we have key level? 45 minutes key level is here, right? So see how we entered from here. That's when I gave you the entry. Our our low should be just this point here, and maybe below it a little bit. Then we enter. That's our first entry, right? Now that's how we entered the market. I entered from here, and my target will be that high that is coming from. So we are having 1 is to 24 RR down to that high. But as the price is going, we are still reading the market, right? Now remember, there was a key level that was here. When price was going up like this, price came like this, went up and swept here. Or okay, maybe I should just show you. So I'm also expecting, if I get something like this that I've gotten and a sweep like this, sometimes price might also come down and tap here and continue the move, because it's going to respect that place, right? That key level. So I'm still expecting price to maybe dump to that place, then we'll continue the buy to wherever we want to. So if price comes down, I'm going to buy from here and end there. That's 1 is to 10 RR. So I'm expecting one is to 10 or if price comes down to that place. But if it doesn't come down, then if you continue to buy, there's no problem. You understand? So that's how I got the entry. So you just need to be patient, follow the strategy that works for you, and that's it. Thank you very much.